Alright, we're going to get right back into part 2 with Atomic Skull, Superman Enemy, 6 range, 2 targets this time, 150. We have Running Shot with a special power and energy explosion, poison, and deals penetrating damage. Penetrating damage, that sounds like any kind of attack from him with this power is going to be penetrating, which would be poison and any attack. So that's really good. I do like that. Penetrating poison's brilliant. But the downsides here, let's take a look. We only have one click of 18, and then the rest are 17s, and then end with 16. And vulnerability is okay. Not the greatest. I'd like to see impervious or invincible somewhere on this dial starting out, but that's not what we get. And one click of 4 damage. We do have the next 3 clicks are 3 damage with Perplex. However, they're very basic stats here, you know, basically 9 or 8, 10, 17, 3. Like, you need a Perplex in there, so I'm not feeling him. Up close, yeah, you have your poison penetrating, and, you know, but then if you get closer near the end of the dial, he's got Pulse Wave, but those stats aren't that great. Damage-wise, it's pretty consistent. Attack-wise, it slowly tapers off. I mean, it only goes as low as 9, but there's 4 clicks of it, and half the dial, the back half, is just holding people and trying to Pulse Wave, but not feeling him too much. There's something there to be said about him, but not that great. Eclipso, Mystics, Quintessence, 8 range, 2 targets, 250 or 25 points. Yes, that 25 points is for the possession, which is really cool. Glad we're getting some more of those guys. And this is a super rare, so it's not going to be, you know, super difficult to get this guy. That's pretty cool. If you guys know the possession, you pay for 25 points, and then you put them on a character, and then you get to pick a power and boost up one of your stats from there. So that's pretty cool. You just put them on the dial, put them on the click that the character you're putting them on. So you start on click 1, you put this guy in click 1. That's for 25 points. The whole dial, pretty much all entities are pretty good. So that in itself is a win right there. And the stats here are great. Powers are awesome. So that, you can't complain at all. 250 though, I don't know. You don't start off with move and attack. He does have a trait for mind control. When he does and hits only one character, you may replace any of the hit character's combat values with Eclipso's printed combat values until the action's resolved. So that is pretty cool. So you hit someone with a 9 attack, you can say, nah, they have a 11 attack. Or they hit somebody with only 2 damage. Oh, now they have 4 damage. Yeah, I like that. It's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. But you only can target one character with that. You do have 2 targets. And late dial, you have Blades with Steel Energy. When he uses it with Blades and rolls a d6 on the 5 or 6, he heals 2 instead of 1 with Steel Energy. I like that. But, you know, it's not a given. And Blades, 5 or 6 is a really big roll. But, hey, you're just getting extra good. 5 or 6 on Blades, you're like winning. Oh, and I get to heal 2? Sure, why not? I'll take that. Starting out, he's more like a stealthy sniper with mind control. I can see that. That's what it looks like. Which is not bad because his defense is solid. Like, he can take a hit for sure. Doesn't want to take penetrating damage, but he's fine. So he's definitely a stealthy type character. Getting into position, taking pop shots. The stats are pretty solid for that. Then when he takes a couple clicks of damage, he turns into like a running shot, second blaster, outwit or prob, and goes from there. Then he goes into charging and blades and trying to heal, steal your energy to get stronger again. So 250 I feel is kind of high, but with 250 you also get the ability to possess someone after you die. So that actually factors into the points. So I would say it's more of like a 225 dial, and then get the extra 25 on top of it. But you don't get that extra, you don't get the entity until this guy dies, and then if you're playing 300 points, it's only going to be on a 25-point character. Or 50-point character. That's if you don't have any other things going on. So Anyways, there. I like him as an entity. Awesome. As a straight up 250 beast. Not really buying. He's kind of expensive. Maybe on bigger point games, but 300 points is kind of pushing it. Faust. This is a good figure here, guys. 90 points, no TA, 7 range, single target. When Faust KOs a character, he may choose a standard power from that character card. He can use that power until he chooses again. So he's stealing powers. He still empowers when he kills someone. And his stats aren't like super high to kill people, but his stats are really good to be effective at being a Heroclix figure, period. Faust can use sidestep when he does occupies hindering terrain. Before moving, place him in any square of hindering terrain within 4 squares. Does not need line of fire. He does not need line of fire. He could go through walls to do this. Just saying, that's ridiculous. He could snipe someone from 7 squares away, sidestep. But for that, you get to, if you're in hindering, you can move 4 squares and then sidestep. So essentially kind of like a 6 sidestep. You can do that before your attack or after your attack. Oh my goodness. Oh, but by the way, when making an attack roll, this is the special on damage, which is the first 2 clicks. When making an attack roll, Faust may roll 3 dice instead of 2 and choose to ignore one of the die. Okay, sure. I don't have an 11 or a 12 attack. Oh, but I get to roll 3 dice and pick 2 of them? Okay, yeah, that's pretty strong. That's really strong. Mid-dial, we have give Faust a power action when adjacent to an opposing character. Deal that adjacent opposing character 1 penetrating damage and heal Faust 1 click. So, essentially, late dial, you have regeneration. Mid-dial, you have this kind of like steal their energy or steal essence. But you just next to them, power action, they take a click, you heal a click. Ugh, brutal. Which you can get all the way up to click 2 with that. You can get up, you can't get the top dial, but click 2 is still really good, which still gives you the shadow walk power, and it gives you the pocket dimension where it allows you to roll 3 dice. So essentially, you're still in the game here. The only downside here is you move 1 less. Oh, my bad, but you still have sidestep. So you're still moving places, and you still have the shadow walk. So no one's feeling bad about you right now. You still got plenty of ways to go. The only downside is you're only doing 2 damage, but you still have Psychic Blast, so you're still doing damage. And for 90 points, you have plenty to go there to give him some other bonuses, resource, entity. He can be a threat. I like this figure a lot. I think this will be meta for sure. I think we've covered some of the figures that I think are meta so far, I think, in the commons, uncommons, and rares. After this video, I'll skim through it and I'll just say that one, yep. This one, yeah. And I could be wrong, and I could say this one's not a meta right now, and eventually it is. But right now, you can just say that looks clearly like there's something there. Hades, 10 range, Mystics single target 235. So we got a lot of points here with Sniper. Phase in, Pulse Wave, Impervious 4 damage, Prob, Impervious 17, Pulse Wave 11. So starting clicks, the damage, defenses, 17. Let's see what he has. Ignores hindering terrain for targeting. Okay, that's good for 10 range. So we're sniping people with an 11 for 4 damage. Okay, alright. Divine Aura, Hades can't be targeted of outwit or probability unless the target character has more points or a deity. Alright, that gives you the ability to have kind of quintessence light, so to speak. Because you have Indom here, but you don't, and then you don't have, you can't be outwitted because of this power. So it might be cheaper to have it this way. I think it probably, but you can't be probbed either. That might be that right there at sometimes could be the biggest thing. Oh no, you can't prob me. What? Yeah, that's pretty good. Outwit too. So both, it's good. That Divine Aura on all the figures that have it is pretty good. The higher points you are, the better, obviously. Doom's doorway swings both ways. When a bystander character is KO'd. When a non-bystander character is KO'd. Okay, good. Place a bystander token adjacent to Hades as described on the card. If that character was 100 points or less, the placed bystander token is a suffering soul. Otherwise, it's heroic soul. So if it's over 100 points, you get heroic soul. If it's under that, you get a suffering soul. Okay, what these are. Heroic is charge, super strength, impervious, prob. 10, 11, 17, 3. That's good. That's good. That is really good. Get you another prob in there and a good attacker here. And if it's a low guy, you get leap climb, end cap, toughness, and shape change. 8, 9, 16, 2. Nothing that great. That's not anything spectacular. However, it could be a decent tie-up piece because it's got toughness and shape change, and it's tough. It's leap climb, so like, oh, I'm gonna run over to someone, boom, tie him up. There's some benefits there. It could slow him down, give Hades a chance to snipe him. I will say, though, click 3 for Hades is probably where it's at. Running shot, Psychic Blast, 18-5. 10, 12, 18-5. I mean, that outwit, that's a good click right there. That is a really good click, especially if you're able to take out Heroic Soul and then get like the prob there. Whoo-wee, that's pretty strong. But he's not a super long dial. But you have Steel Energy and Regeneration to help you kind of get back. So with all his healing, he can get back on click 3, which is good because that's probably his best click. Probably his best click all around. Stephen Wolf, 4 range, 1 target, 135.